My friend's husband found his wife's Discord account. Things gone bad and she may be in trouble. To clear some things up, I'm Canadian so I know jack shit about the intricacies of the US legal system. 2 other friends in our group are American and the other is Malaysian. Our friend, she's stuck in an abusive relationship. She can't leave because that means leaving her kids behind and she's not sure he wouldn't hurt the kids or not in her absence. He won't let her work, won't let her leave unless it's for grocery shopping, won't let her use his car, won't let her have her own money so she can save up to buy a car. If she's not constantly cleaning or cooking, he'll hurt her. But is obsessed with presenting this affable family man image to others, including his own family. He even prevents her from eating her own food because she doesn't deserve it for not keeping the place 100% spotless 100% of the time. So she spends most of her time hungry but sneaks bites when she knows he's distracted. The pandemic made his job a work-from-home position and he took full advantage of it to keep her under his thumb. He's always watching her, almost always at home so he can prevent her from enjoying herself or force her to do chores. It's always her fault when something bad happens. The only time she can get some time to herself is when he's sleeping, which means she's often sleep deprived. She has no support system, no real-life friends, and her family isn't an option because she's the eldest sibling and her parents had way too many kids, literally a full house, so she can't count on them for help. While he doesn't hurt the kids, they've witnessed their dad abuse their mom their whole lives. I've asked her repeatedly to call 911 and she said she can't because if her husband ends up in jail, which I doubt considering how abysmal the justice system is at punishing abusers, she won't get alimony and child support. I don't know enough about the American legal system to say if that's true or not. She's afraid if she calls 911, she'll be out of a place to stay with 2 kids, no car and no job. She's also afraid she wouldn't be able to get a job above minimum wage because of the gap in her resume. I don't blame her for thinking this. I can't physically travel to help her or even offer her a place to stay. The most I've been able to do is donate money that she can stash away from the future. At this point, I only see the abuse stopping if her eldest steps in when he's older and big enough to physically overpower his dad. And that's if he doesn't turn out like his dad. My friend's husband also had an abusive father and look how that turned out. Today, 2 concerning messages came from her account. I'm sorry, I need to tell you guys that I am not a good person. I have lied because I am addicted to video games and junk and I'm selfish and I have gone behind husband's back to get at all of it. I have lied about husband. I have lied about everything I have ever said. He is not a bad person, he's an amazing person that never deserved to be talked badly about. I didn't deserve anything from any of you so I will send any money you've sent me back as soon as I can. I'm going to stay long enough to make sure you all have seen this message and that you know the truth, that I am a terrible liar, and then I will be deleting my Discord and going to focus on making everything I can up to husband and his family. I don't want to be contacted, I just want to be left alone to do the right thing for once. I'm only responding to tell you not to speak about husband like that. He didn't do anything. Honestly, I don't even care if you don't believe me because it doesn't even matter. Just leave him out of it, don't speak about him that way. It's my fault and I won't have anyone talk badly about him any longer. Please tell me what I can do. My other friends in our group chat are also trying to look into what they can do, but we thought making a Reddit post would increase our chances of helping her. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer to the best of my ability. Edit. Since people are concerned about me sending her money, I've only sent her $40 total. Update. That's not much of an update, we have not received a reply from her sister but she hasn't blocked the friend that messaged her either. One domestic violence organization said we shouldn't call the cops at all but I don't think we have a choice not to. CPS has been called, they took our report. Police too, they're going to do a wellness check, we even left a number for them to call back in case anything happens. Update 2, the cops said she's fine, and that the kids are okay. On comments concerning domestic violence organizations. We narrowed it down to a place within her city that provides shelter and legal help. We'll follow their advice, especially if law enforcement ends up having to be involved. Update. So after the police were absolutely useless, I remembered my friend told me that her husband made her check and deal with the mail because he felt it was too much of a chore. So initially, I was going to mail an anonymous letter with addresses and contact information of various local and national domestic violence organizations. And we also contacted the 911 emergency cell phone bank and they said they'd make contact with a local organization in order to get a new phone to her. No idea if that's still a thing in progress right now. Her sister responded to us. She believed us, apparently they had their own suspicions he was treating her bad but didn't know the extent of it. We told her we didn't think the cops separated her sister and her husband when doing the welfare check and my friend's sister definitely thought the same. She's not fond of law enforcement either from the looks of it, so the sister forwarded her mom's contact information. We gave her, the mom, a link to a drive with all the screenshots we took of my friend detailing the abuse so she can look at it any time she wants. Unfortunately, that's when our friend contacted one of us through Discord to yell at one of us. First through a call, then through chat. Her family apparently were a bit more communicative as of late, and with the welfare check, her husband was extra suspicious. She basically screamed to leave her alone, said she has a family that's relying on her and that she'll sue if we keep contacting her family. Kept insisting that she was a liar, that her husband is a good man who did nothing wrong and that she was going to be better for her family. So he definitely threatened her with manipulative bullshit about homelessness and custody of the kids. And he's definitely the one behind the legal threat. My friend didn't even know what her legal options were when it came to custody and alimony. Why would she suddenly feel confident enough to sue? Anyway, we informed her mom about our friend's outburst, and she said she understood and she would take it from here. She thanked us for going out of our way to contact her family and that we did the right thing. It's possible our friendship with our maybe ex-friend is irrevocably damaged. I know my 2 American friends have been really stressed out by this whole thing, don't feel like talking to her anytime soon, and I don't blame them. Personally, I think it was fear for her kids talking with a side of brainwashing. My parting message to her was that if he strangles/chokes her or has strangled/choked her, she has a 750% chance of him murdering her. Guess he didn't like that because he snapped at me to stop it. There were little giveaways in the way she was typing that was obviously him. The only way I can see us ever talking again is if she contacts us from a new account after months of being physically away from him. Hopefully her family can get through to her. We've done all we can and it couldn't have happened without your advice and suggestions.